Today we're going to be tying up a Vambeck special. So it's a variant of a stoat's tail. And it's going to be a silver body, so I'm going to make sure that we use white thread. The first thing I want to do is add on our wire. You could use extra small ribbon as well. Extra small oval. And I'm just going to add this in underneath. And I'm going to bring it down to just before the hook points. And I'm going to create a rib. 4 or 5 turns, and then tuck that in underneath. Okay, and this is then also, so it's going to form the tag, not the rib, but I can double it back and it'll also create the rib as well. Okay, so first thing I want to do now is I want to level off that body so I can get a nice level place for the crest to sit. So the crest is going to be the tail. I'm just going to use a single crest. Sometimes I use 2, but this is a size 14. So you only really need the 1. And look at the curvature. You want it to be pointing upwards and probably a little bit past the end of the hook itself. Wet it if it's handier to work with. Okay, and then just tie it in a little bit in front of the tag. And then bring it down as you go along. And that's why you want it level, because if it's kicked up too much it'll splay. Okay, then you can just trim off your excess. And I'm going to just try and level the body out a little bit. Doesn't have to be too level with the tinsel that I'm using. Okay, so I'm going to use, this is Semperfly. I'm a big fan of it. It's nice and stretchy, so it stretches the body well. Don't need to worry about slippage. I'm going to add that in on top. Bring it down to my tag, and then as I go back up towards the head area, I'm going to use a bit of super glue on the thread. I'll give a very secure hold underneath. Then we just wrap our tinsel up, stretching it as you go along. Until you get that head. A few turns to secure it in. Okay, and then just trim off. And then we get our rib. And you do probably 4 turns for this size of fly, 4 or 5 turns if you can. That was a close call using the last bit of that ribbon. Okay, and then this is reduced bulk. I just twist that off. Okay, so already you can see a lovely silver body. Be great for like a low water fishing on a size 14. So for the wing, I'm going to use black squirrel. You could use black fox. You could use stoat. It's entirely up to yourself. I'm going to just keep it simple. Okay, so I'm going to just remove my underfur. And this fur has quite a good taper to it already. So I'm going to make this go towards the back of the tail. So just past the hooks. Okay, I'm going to use a pinch and loop method for the first turn or 2. Okay, if I like how that's looking, this is vital for your squirrel. And then use super glue wraps. Okay, I'll give that a wee second. And then we'll trim off my excess. Okay, then I'm going to flip it over. I'm also going to add in a beard hackle. So you could also use the fur as well, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some fibres of cock hackle here. I'm just going to bring some fibres in, pinch them and strip until I have enough. Because it's size 14, you don't really need that much. In fact, I'm going to get a little bit more. Okay. Just put these in. You want them to go probably to the barbs. Again, pinch and loop if you can. Okay. At this stage I'm going to use super glue again. And it's just because I'm changing my thread. Instead of having a whip finish, it'll, one, secure that hackle, and two, it means I can cut off my thread and add on a black thread. Trying to cut a different angle here so don't block the camera. Okay. So I'm just going to cut that off. And have some black thread to add. Okay, now this is where the big difference is. It's not really much. You could call this a silver stoat, but it has jungle cock eyes, which a silver stoat doesn't. And this is a great pattern for low water. It's very popular in the Galway fishery in Ireland, but it says it's quite popular across most fisheries in low water, or even in bigger sizes as well, for any time of the year really. Okay, so I'm just checking those eyes are aligned. Okay. Once you're happy with the eyes, again, just a wee bit of super glue. Give that extra little bit of security on about 1 inch of your thread. And that will save you having to double over the stalks. Again, it'll reduce your head size as well whenever you're tying on a small fly like this. Okay, and then just bring your waist ends out and cut them. And then just build up your head. Wee waist fibre here. I'm just going to get. And then once your head's built up, a few turns whip finish tool. And that's your Vambeck special, folks. Very easy, very quick, easy fly to tie. I'll catch a salmon, I'll catch a seatrout, I'll catch a dollaghan, and a good all-rounder, and one for a good bright day in low water. Hopefully you found that useful, folks. As always, if you did, check out the other videos coming up on screen now. Thanks very much for watching. All the best.